come up on these stress. Baby, I'm too busy counting all these blessings. If I ever took a loss, I learned a lesson. I won't ever think I'm better than the next man. I've been down before to come up on these stress. Baby, I'm too busy counting all these blessings.
Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. This is Otho Williams Jr. coming to you live at 0900 hours, 18 minutes. It is August 24th, 2022. Today we have 3 parts. And in the 3 parts, what I want to show is 3 different understanding of we're young black men and men. This discussion is carried over from Rest His Soul, Kevin Samuels, Brother Ramirez. If you ever heard of him, he got ran off of YouTube a long time ago. And all Brother Talk series, Brother Black Men Talks, BMT, my brother DOD, my brother JT, the Underrated Darkness, my brother Gold Professor, my brother We Here, my brother Alonzo, a couple of other brothers as well. Their name not come to my head. They haven't been on. I love you all, brothers. And if you see or hear this, please don't mess up. All right, there you go. Please get back online. Hit us up. We all here together. We stand together, united as one. So what I want to present today is the 3 parts. The 3 parts we're going to talk about. I'm going to go off and come back on, and so it's going to be like half an hour, 40 minutes or whatever, and then come back with the next part. 3 parts. Today, we're going to look at the black man in life. Part 1, we're going to talk about self-respect, respect of self. Part 2, the bad boy and the bad idea. I'm going to show videos to go along with that. Black men in love and where we go. The black men in love, I'm going to do it probably. I want to show what a lot of brothers been talking about. So I'm gonna get into that, and check out one of my sisters, MTGTV. She branded her name, make this go viral, LLC. So check her out. That's in my description box when you go in and you see what everything is about. So check her out today. All right. So right now, let's get into it. Again, this is brought to you by the Brotha Talk series. And everything. So in the Brotha Talk series presents Community Unity, United, Unified, We Can, by the OGroundz Productions. Our mission, this is the mission I have for the Brotha Talk series, is to establish an online media outlet of our portrayal of African descendant, Indigenous men in American, and give us an opportunity. We write our narratives from now on. We change our rhetoric, our stereotype. Nothing can control that. Each individual Indigenous Black African descendant man in America have their own story. None of us have the same story. But this channel to show our race, men, brothers, fathers, uncles, sons, and grandfathers, that we are the authority over our own narratives. Nobody have power over our narrative. Don't matter what no one say. I can remove my head to see the rest. So what we are doing is speaking life into each other. So we speak life. We encourage each other. No negative energy. I don't bring negative energy. The energy that I bring is to show example of. So if you feel like it's negative, let me know so we can get back on track to give the best example to the young men. So that goes if you're fighting and the young man normally see you in good graces and his window is down, he's looking out the window, he can't hear you. He might have his headset on playing the game or whatever he's doing. That young man only see you fighting. He don't know why you're fighting. So you got to keep that in mind. So every topic, discussion, object is to promote good, positive outlooks. If you don't have that in you, you might want to work on that. That is something to work on. I've been working on it. So when a woman say, I'm not doing the work, no, that's not true. You know nothing about me. You have not took the time out to get to know me. See, you took the first date and said, this is who I am. No, that's nothing to who I am. So the empowerment to empower. So again, my empowerment to empower you. It is meant to give you a power, a positive, and go forward to be a better self, not a lesser self. Just because somebody sells drugs, that don't mean you have to sell drugs. Or you don't make excuses of why you sell it. You say, well, I'm going to overcome and empower myself, or I'm going to keep being the bad example to every young man. That's how it's no other way to look at it. Positive affirmations. Are you positive? I love me. I'm going to be better today. I don't have to say another man's name, another woman's name, my mother. I don't give power to nothing else. I have the power within me. All you got to do is activate and access it, because that shows me you took the time out to know who you are and reinforce how we overcame. So those are the three words: empowerment, affirmations, and reinforcements. How did you overcome? Let's hear your stories. If you don't have a story, give me your example. But you don't have to belittle somebody in your reinforcement of what you did. This is one step to take back whatever we had part negative stigmas and stereotypes of all of the Black brothers in our race of Black men, indigenous African descendant men. So you have any ideas, questions, or even story to tell, this is the space. The testimonies, no judging, downplaying, degrading, or belittling, or beating our brother. We are here for support. I'm here to support you. The other brothers are going to be part. I'm here to support you. I'm here to help you in expressing who you are without judgment. I don't care of your preference, your creed. If you come here and our brother don't look at us, because it's for Black men, but I'm guessing we're going to get some. We're going to give them their space as well. And then it's going to be a time when those brothers going to actually have to, them brethrens going to come on here, because we're going to have a discussion about things. So how can we say we going to do better now, but then don't go out and better everything else around us? My house is better, and so if my house is clean, I do everything in my house. So when I talk about things, everything you hear me say, talking about why should a man this, why should no, because I do this in my home already. So you have no reason to downplay what I'm saying. So make sure I hope our value is on all this time, and expressing who you are. So we got that. The dream of a Black man, loving, supporting other Black men, relieving Black women from the role of primary nurturers in our community. For too long, we have expected Black women, which only contain from other men. So that's the support of what we're going to do. That don't worry about the whole thing. I know a lot of people have problems with that, but the point of that is to show that we're going to take on that. You as your home. Right now, in my home, no woman is running my home. No entities running my home. Don't matter who pays me or not, they're not running my home. And if they try, they can't do it because my home is already established, because I am complete, established, and whole. I am the original man, the father of civilization, the male component of the world first ruler, doctor, priest, teacher, historian, storyteller, general, architect, artist, musician, writer, science, and a warrior. This society has untold amounts of money for 400 years to dehumanize me, mislead me, miseducate me, imprison me, disfranchise me, exploit me, demonize me, conspire against me, and exterminate me. But yet I still stand, teaching, building, protecting, and transforming the world. I am educated, accomplished, distinguished, loved, competent, conscious, and committed. I am the Black man. No other man, nothing in this world have power over you. There is no entity that can tell me I have to be this, I have to be that. You restrict me, you can't restrict the man. Let's get into it. Yes, that's fire, my brothers. That will of power. Because I know I am greater than and more than what they said I am not or cannot be. So yes, my brothers, let's go. So here is part 1. Let me bring up part 1. This one is important because the I'm gonna call it what it is. The proof of truth that's not told by the masses. So she's saying something, or they're agreeing, or she's believing something that she have not took the time out and actually says, sir, why do you do this? Men, black men, indigenous specifically, why are you this way? So, and I got to write down my timestamps because I don't want this to be over. That's the thing I'm working on is timestamps. One moment, please. Oh, I had a sheet of paper, right? To do stuff. Oh. Okay, I just use this book. My record book, which I should have been using. So this timestamp. Oh, I got a notepad. Never mind. This timestamp. So when I go into the videos, I can timestamp my videos, and I know I would get the what I need. Sorry about this. So we're 12 minutes in. I'm going to have to go back. All right, so let's check out this video and let's see, which is part 1 is about respect the self. Why don't you cheat? Let me do it again because I want to make sure the audio is in there. Sometimes the audio don't be in. Let's hear what she has to say. I don't know why there is no audio. Oh, there you go.
All men don't cheat. Okay,
they don't.
But the ones who don't cheat,
the way you was talking, I would be surprised.
Yeah. The ones who don't cheat don't get enough pussy. They don't have a choice.
So what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
No, it's nothing wrong with that.
So why is that even a topic? Why do you even bring that up?
I don't know why this is loading like this. Hope it's not. I'll have to probably use a different player. Because that's
why they don't get pussy?
Because he's like nobody wants him.
The ones who don't cheat don't get pussy?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So because they don't have like
so the niggas
they don't have options. They don't have women chasing them.
So once you got options, you gonna cheat.
Yes.
So you just said you had 10 niggas in your DM.
When I said that?
You said that. You ain't said that. I DM right now. That was a mistake. Oh man. If my numbers, let me see the DM. Let me see the DM since it's a mistake.
She said the man with the most options. Say it again.
The men that don't get no pussy is the men that don't cheat. The men with options always cheat. That's what she said.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense though.
It don't make sense.
Yeah.
But if that makes sense, then
fight temptation more.
yeah, if that makes sense, then by your logic, women all women cheat.
Women cheat more than men because y'all have more options.
No, so we didn't.
No.
Huh?
Women don't cheat.
Yeah, you got.
Is cheating on her first.
You heard what she said.
I mean, we just more sneaky with it. Like,
Yeah, but once you start cheating, you open that book to get cheated on. So I don't understand why men open those books and don't like that the next chapter.
And men don't consider everything cheating. Oh, I'm just texting her. All right,
I'm not gonna go text him. Cheating is whatever
Back
you
on
don't
my
want
side.
somebody else to do.
You know,
That's what she is.
like
Whatever you don't want
You
somebody else
touch
to do.
I see why you was on the lower side. You know what I'm saying?
no, that's
no,
real life.
that's
Like,
real
y'all
life.
don't consider-
So I'm gonna stop sharing. Now you heard what she said.
When y'all try to archive messages and shit,
So
I
texting is
see
cheating?
everything,
Texting is cheating.
and y'all don't consider that cheating.
Yeah, I heard what she said. She said men that don't cheat is because they don't what? They don't have options. That's her theory. I should have used a different view. The next one I am. She said the men that don't cheat don't have options because nobody want him. So my brothers, let's dive into this. So only reason the men that's out there with a woman, a black woman, and he's not cheating on her logic, and y'all remember, I'm using this. This is not every black woman mindset. This is not every woman. So when you go back from the 1219 part to 1652 part, she said the only reason, and I wrote down some other points she made, is because black men don't cheat because he don't have options. Is that the only reason, as you, brother? Is that the only reason you don't cheat? So other things she has said, no options. Women are not coming to him. So that means the opportunity is not, there's no opportunity. So let me write on the opportunity. No opportunity, because these are questions real quick, make you think about it. Only reason, so when he said it don't make sense what she's saying, she said it does make sense because what she thinks or what she feel as, and that men, and so that part that he used the next right, why it don't make sense, because when he said that don't make sense, he said that mean every woman cheat. So now that mean every black woman that you ever met is a cheater. Because she said the only reason he don't cheat because he don't option. So if a woman, and so we have social media in this era, the hypergamy in this era. And we all know as men, women get hit on every day, according to women. And us a man always talking to a woman. So that means all of those women are cheating. Because he said, because when he brought that up, so he said, the more you have, the more quantity you have, the more you're going to indulge in it. So cheating is the topic of the day. We are going to indulge in cheating because we have more of it. And the last question before in this part one, Grand Rising, Sister Auntie, is what is cheating? So we're going to dive in and we're going to talk about cheating as a man, why I don't cheat. So at the 1922 part, and I don't cheat is because long time ago, as a young man, I watched adult men cheat on women. And What I mean by cheating, they had women at home being women, whether it was good for them or not. They still chose those women. They had a woman in the house. So my father, and then my mother, or my uncles, or the men that lived around me. I have not met a lot of men, which is bad. Probably one or two in my life that haven't cheated on their ladies. But the one that, don't put it this way, they have not cheated, because I'm not going to take away cheating is wrong. They have not cheated on a woman they were with now. So if a man said I was with her for 33 years, yes, ma'am, 33 years, 22 years, 27, one passed away. So that was almost 40. That would have been 40 years and everything that they was with. And so a lot of those men, they didn't cheat. But a lot of men I do hear about cheating. So, but the only reason those men cheated because they had options. But I have learned myself, when you do have a woman for some reason in which she did tell the truth, which is true, women do gravitate towards you more. So as when I'm single, I don't get the same. I look at my walls. That's the light. That when you with a lady, it seems as more women are willing to talk to you by then. When you're married, it seems as women see that, they look at you as a BMW. So which is the irony of that. So the man that's single, they don't want, because he don't have a lot of women flunking around him. I think that's very irony. So I don't cheat because I made a commitment to myself at a young age, probably was 18, 17, or maybe 14, a commitment. And brother, you have to know what a commitment is. A commitment has nothing to do with another person or anything else. Your job, your career, your children, your wife, your lady, your daughter, your mother, your father. The commitment, and brother, if you check out the Power of Oneness, I always say check out #Power of Oneness. I have a playlist. Every time I speak, I've been insistent on saying, and which is true, everything has to do with you. Nothing has to do with nobody else. So anybody else, thank you, I appreciate it. And anybody else has nothing to do with what my uncle did, what my father did. I took the onus, and the onus, #onus, goes to you. So when I speak about a commitment, where's the commitment first? You. So if that commitment go to you first, why are we blaming other things or things outside of why I act this? I'm not talking about if you need health services mentally. I'm talking about taking, accountability, in which commitment # is accountability for yourself. So I made a commitment at a young age. I wasn't going to do things that was going to be lower than myself, in which we say nowadays vibration. That would be called having low self-esteem via low vibration. I said, I'm going to have a commitment to myself to be better than what I seen and what I want for my future. So that has nothing to do with another person. So in the next part of the question is, the only reason I don't cheat. The only reason I don't cheat because I don't have, how you doing, brother? Because I don't have a lot of options. But again, if we go back to commitment, options wouldn't matter. So a woman can be throwing that thing at me or at that you as a man. Do you want it? Probably so. Should you indulge in it? No, definitely not. That's a no. That's an L to the no. So for her to make that statement, she would actually need some proof. But I guess in your mind, if you just saying it, it sounds correct. But to actually have proof, that means she'd have to go out and survey a lot of men. And then from just listening, those three brothers said, no, that's not true. That's not true for everybody. So you doing a low amount versus a high amount. Because in my life, I found men that is more than. When I start seeking for more than, put it that way, that's a good way. Hashtag seek for better, I get better. When I start seeking for lower, okay, one moment with that. I started seeking for lower, I got lower. So Miss Auntie, lovely Miss Auntie, check her out. It said, my husband uncle have asked him why he haven't cheated on me. And this is where his commitment, it started with himself. He told them he didn't need to because he had a great love for me. Woo! Let's get into that real quick. Let's get into that. A great love. You want to know why he had a great love for Miss Auntie? Because he loved himself. Because when you love yourself, you don't do things. Hold on. You don't do things outside of himself. So when he loved her, he shared and give his love to her. And I spoke about this. See, when I get on it, I'm going to start highlighting the videos and do shorts and do it. Ooh, that's going to be beautiful. That's a good short. Highlight that part of the video when I talked about that. Yes, shalom to that. He loved himself. So when he share and give his love, he's sharing his love to her. And if, guess what? If he cheat on her, guess what happened to his love? He cheated on himself. So when he cheated on himself, he didn't hurt her. He hurt himself. And if you ever like put it this way, here's a great example. Right now, I ain't say do it. This is for instructional purposes. Don't do it. This is not telling you to do that. You ever cut yourself and you feel that? Now, right now, I got a pen. It's a paper. If I write on myself, it's going to be a mark. Now, this paper, I'm going to write on this paper. It's going to be a mark. That mark is not on me because if you look at my arm, there's no mark. But I know since that paper, I'm going to look at it again. It's going to have a mark on it. So every day you come home, if you do something to that woman, you got to look at her and know you did that against her. So I went against the paper and I hurt the paper. And but people don't like that analogy, but you got to think. If you crumble up something or if you cut yourself, you bleed. But when you cut somebody, no, you don't feel it. And then when you look at it, you be like, wow, I really hurt someone. That's the commitment. I have a commitment not to hurt somebody because they're going to feel it. I'm not going to feel it, but I'm going to feel the after effects. Because now what I got to go do? I got to go in there, get some tissue. I got to take this is what you're feeling. I got to take that person to the hospital. I got to make sure that heal because that person may not be able to move. They can't touch their arm. They can't use that hand no more to patch up the arm. You got to do it. So every day, you got to keep out going to do something to make sure that heal and make sure it don't get affected. Because you did it. They didn't do nothing to cause that. You literally just cut that person for no. And I tell this to my male cousins and lady cousins and my nieces and my nephew. You caused everything you brought upon yourself, no matter if you want to realize it or not. So think about that. So we're going to have to make this make sense. Because she said, since I have options, I'm going to hashtag honor my brother, rest his soul, make it make sense. You know why I have to make that make sense? Because you're saying if women have a whole bunch of men in their direct messages and calling them, talking to them on the street, that means all those women. So that means 100% of women are cheating because in her mind, if a man, just because women are talking to him here around him, he's married and because women want men that has women, we went over. So that means he's cheating. So 100% of the men is cheating. She said no when we brought up the women and we said, why? Because it makes sense, but it didn't make sense the other way. Saying I'm about to justify her, go, all right. I just wanted to bring that part up because she said, But that's the thing when we include and we don't individualize things or compartment in the correct spot. So if we having a discussion, there's subjects and topics. This subject goes here, this topic goes here, and we don't put that in the right position. And I talk about hashtag you in your position. You have a focus, you have a purpose, mission, and position. You don't put that in the right position, or you prioritize that I'm not trying to hurt my woman. I made a commitment to me. She has nothing to do with my life. There's no reason. Why am I? And what brother you have to say, what is your purpose of talking to this other lady besides your woman, your wife? For me, when I meet a woman, I don't have the intentions of talking to other women. If I'm on a date with her, she's the only woman I've been on a date with. Now, I would want to meet the woman in the same way. I don't want to meet a different type of woman. I don't want a hypergamous woman. That's the word they're using. That's what I would use. I don't care for them other terminologies. They're stupid because we grew up, we call guys punks and chumps lames. They use the word simp. I say he a chump. But then you learn what the word really means. Chump is actually the derogatory word. Lame is actually a good word. He's lame based on where his position was in his life. But I'll get into that another time. And so if she's making that out to be one way and not the other way, you have to check the validity, how valid it is of why she's saying that. Why is she saying that and where it's coming from? But you know why you're not going to cheat, because you are not going to do what the masses are doing, because you are an individual man. You made an individual commitment to one person. Your commitment is greater than what the world is trying to put on black men. And once we get into the realize, so once we get into that, I like this part real again. This part right here is important. This part is highly important. One moment. Our mission. Let me put it this way, because it could be bigger. It's to establish the portrayal. So our portrayal. So if you at home in a portrayal of who you are, I'm not a cheater. I'm not going to do those things. I don't think that way. I don't act that way. I am not. And I know some people that may be part of the family. I say I am. I am good. I am truth. I am resolve resolution. So I'm going to do my best to make the better out of it, because I am. I'm not calling myself whatever you think, but that's how I look at it. Because that's why I talk about the power of oneness. It has nothing to do with stepping on toes or dissing other things. If I, like, not being funny, side note, if I had created a religion or type of faith, that faith would never step on other toes. That faith would never even worry about how people, because it's about bringing people together. And that's the whole point of my channel, to bring people together. And then the last point I want to talk about, the last point is, what is cheating? Because they brought up the cheating factor of it. If somebody is cheating, what is it? What does cheating look as? Now, for most people, they can say texting another woman, being around another woman. What are some other things that we talk about that we can say it can be cheating? Going on a date with another woman. But now cheating has to occur during a commitment. That means in this commitment, two people have to agree. That's the problem with our society. That's a good example. I was thinking people should be more as penguins and bald eagles. They take care of one another and mate for life. Brother, man, that sums it up. I don't have to. We gonna use that when my brother come on. We penguins and bald eagles. We take care of one another and we mate for life. That's all we have to do. That's all we have to do. So let's get back to cheating. If you're not a cheater, you would take an account. So again, I look at things in my home. Inside of my home, I have full power and control over. Outside, I have to be mindful of what is around me. It takes two. Yes, ma'am. Yes, auntie. And thank you, brothers. No Swirl Zone. Good brother right there, too. We got some great videos. Miss Auntie, I checked her out today. She came on my live with either Sister Sheila when I was getting an interview or Sister Vale when I was getting interviewed and everything. So I appreciate her for being part of the family. Go be part of her family and everything. And I will put that in the comments, put hers and in the interview in the comments. But I'm on because some reason StreamYard run. See, every service have their thing. StreamYard is when you on. Like the other platforms is different. So I'm not promoting none of them or anything else. So, but getting back and overall, this discussion was about Black men cheating and why Black men don't cheat. I don't cheat. Okay, on both of them, appreciate it. Thank you. I don't cheat because I made a commitment to myself and I don't want to hurt anyone in the process because I know how it feel if I cut myself or hurt myself. I know how it feel. And then when I hurt them, I got to go back and try to, and I have to patch up them healing. I always say when somebody do wrong, you got to figure out. And if you really sorry for what you did, you really hurt by what you did, you go into their life and you ask them, what can you do to make it better? And if you can't make it better, be there. So in time, when that person finally says, so if you ever somebody was married and they cheated or you had a girl, you stay around and you did. And I've done that. I can say I've done that. But you don't have to wait forever. So if the person don't accept you and they say you can't fight nobody to want to be part of a help or want to be part of something that they don't want you to be part of anymore. So you can't fight that. So brother, if you want to stay tall, stay honest, stay true, cheating is the route. Cheating is defiling your commitment to yourself and allowing the feelings that somebody gave to you, you hurt them because you was being selfish to them and you was being bad to yourself. And if you don't want to be that way, don't do it. It's simple. And people say it's not that, it's that simple. Don't take phone numbers. Say, here's my wife's phone number. Call her. You want to do things with me. Run it by her. Here's my girlfriend phone number. Run it by her. Grand Rising, sister. It's just part and run it by her. Vice versa. Run it by my husband. Run it by my man. Run it by these people. So you have no inclination to be part of anything that will look as you're cheating, you're defiling the bed if you're married, or you will become or have an infidelity if you are engaged or your fiance, or you are cheating because you made a commitment to someone and you are officially together. And if you want to be together and stay together, anything outside of another man or another woman, in this case for Black men, outside of that, you're cheating. And if that don't hurt your heart, you don't, then I have nothing to say. So what I say unto one, I say unto all. It's your path, it's your journey, it's your choice. Choose wisely. This is part 1 of today of the 3 topics we're going to have. Black men in life, respect yourself, not cheating because of who you are. Thank you, everyone, for coming by. I'm going to put you, yes, ask them first, yes. So I'm going to put it in let's discuss it. They're not going to have a part 1. This could be a part 1 topic and have another video. What I'm going to do, yes, that's a good idea. And then do a video with people discussing what I talked about in the video I shown. So when you go back to the beginning, after the 1219, it's 1219 part. Check it out, the 1219 part. That's the video. And that's where I raise my questions at. That's where I got my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different topics I just discussed in this video. Thank you all for coming. Miss Auntie, Brother No Swirl Zone, and Fugo Mama. Thank you all for coming. I'm going to put their in the comment section. I'm going to put their links to their pages. All right, everybody. I'll be back in about, I'm giving myself, say, about at 10, 20, around 10:30. And thank you. Shalom. I love you all.